no numbers, there's no pictures, there's no videos, there's no gameplay. I don't like it.
Yo, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. Today, Freemers, we are back with some more Free Realms content. Not Free Realms Sunrise content. No. Just Free Realms content. So from time to time, Freemers, I do like to go on the r/Free Realms Reddit to see what's happening in the world. What's going on with the drama? What's going on in the news of Free Realms Sunrise and OSFR and all these other projects. And it's been a ride checking out the subreddit, just to see what's going on. And today I stumbled upon a new post that happened. I was expecting there to be more posts on the Reddit when, the 10-year anniversary happened, but that's gone. That's past now. So obviously Free Realms Sunrise probably isn't happening, but today we're going to talk about something completely different that came up, and I want to discuss this with you guys because not a lot of people are going to know about this. And this is weird. This is really strange. I don't even know how you can do this, but we're going to take a look at all of this sort of stuff and just jump into it. So, without a further ado, we've got a listing for Free Realms has appeared on Steam. Now, keep in mind, I think Daybreak still owns the property of Free Realms. I don't know if they've lost the trademark or if they've lost the rights to the game. I don't know how that all works. I'm not a huge copyright nerd. I don't know how all that stuff works, but I'm sure someone knows, right? I'm sure someone knows. So the only, I don't know how someone found out about this. There's definitely a lot of info in the comments. So we're going to kind of read everyone's comments, go over the stuff, and then we're actually going to go ahead and look at the actual Steam page for this. So let's jump in. This is strange. From the screenshot, it looks very bare. Not seeing any NPCs or anything at all, really. So like OSFR. So it could just be screenshots from FRS Alpha or even OSFR. It doesn't look like it's coming from someone official. So a couple things we need to keep in mind. Free Realms Sunrise will not be on Steam. That's kind of like a known fact. Free Realms Sunrise is an independent project. It will not be on Steam because how Free Realms worked in the original days, you had a website and you launched it from the website, and that's how you played. It was not on Steam. I don't think Steam existed back then, or if it did, SOE didn't use it. So there was that. But also the thing with OSFR is it's kind of the same way. It doesn't use Steam. It uses a server that someone has or something like that. I don't know how it all works. I just know, like, for the fact that Steam is not the place for Free Realms. That's not where it's going to go. But if it were to happen like that, I mean, if we were to see Free Realms on Steam, it would be from Daybreak. That's the only way that's going to happen because Daybreak uses Steam. So there's that, but let's keep going. It's the name. Okay, so there's a couple of replies here. The name just changed to Paid Realms Sundown, and the images have changed to ones including NPCs. Edit is now back to Free Realms. It's now changed again, and now the developers are Packet Log. So, okay, I have some theories on this whole thing, and I want to dive into that. But to kind of like talk about this is the name. So it was Free Realms when it was put on Steam, on the Steam page, and now someone changed the name to Paid Realms Sundown, which is a shot at Free Realms Sunrise. Okay, so there's that. And the images, keep in mind that the images at the start had screenshots that were very bare, kind of like OSFR. The images have changed to ones including NPCs. Edit is now back to Free Realms. And then it's now changed again. Now developers are Packet Log. Something I want to discuss here is this, whoever created the page, it is someone from OSFR, some very toxic person who is clearly tired of Free Realms Sunrise, clearly tired of people talking about it, and tired of the stuff that's been going on in that server. And I mean, it's clear right here. Paid Realms Sundown. Need I say more? I mean, that's proof enough. But the other thing is, the images have changed to ones including NPCs. That's a shot at Mayhem using, like, I don't know, apparently, like, screenshots found in the original game or footage from the original game, and just using, like footage from that. I think that's a shot at that. But then also, it's now changed again, and now the developers are Packet Log, which Packet Logs, for those who don't know, I believe, could be wrong here, Packet Logs are needed to make the game work, and that could be a shot at Free Realm Sunrise as well, because clearly someone knows what Packet Logs are, and maybe that's an issue that's been going on with Free Realm Sunrise. I don't know. This is crazy, man, but this is a whole, like, this is like a TV show at this point. The Free Realms might as well be a TV show about the troubles and struggles of development. Any idea if this is somehow officially sanctioned? It's not labeled as FR Sunrise, so I'm a bit puzzled about if this is a private server that's stuck on Steam or what. Maybe that Mayhem dude couldn't afford the project anymore and sold to a more competent dev team. Now here's the problem with these two statements. So it's not officially sanctioned, I don't think, because if I'm wrong, Daybreak still owns Free Realms as a whole. It still owns the entity. There's no, like, no one else owns it. I don't think it's an official thing. I think it's a joke. I think the whole thing is a joke, if we want to put it that way. We can put it that way because we can. And then this comment right here, maybe that Mayhem dude couldn't afford the project anymore and sold to a more competent dev team. No, because Mayhem cannot make money off of this project. He cannot sell something he does not own. Straightforward. Really straightforward. He can't sell that. He can't, for one, he cannot sell an unfinished project because I don't think anyone would want to buy it. They're not going to buy a failed project. But again, he can't make money off of it. So the answer to that question is no. So hopefully I'm answering some questions for you guys. I don't know if I am, but I know a bit. I hope this is flipping real since we got ghosted by Mayhem. We did, dude. We got ghosted harder than a guy on his first date, you know? That's how ghosted we got. We got really ghosted. Now, we are going to get to the Steam page. Don't worry about it. We'll talk about it. We're going to talk about it after we go through all of these. For anyone that is curious, it is very strange. The dev publisher team, Sacred World, does exist and has a team page. Sacred World dev team, not sure what's going on. I wish we got a response. I'm going to click on this link as well. We'll take a look at that. I'm not sure what is going on. I wish we got a response from someone. Sacred Worlds is actually something different. A new age spiritual type game. What they sell is a card game, though. Could these really be the same people? Now, here's the thing. So, the dev publisher team Sacred World, that got changed to Packet Log. So, this is probably not real. This is probably invalid now. Sacred World, here's why this is not the case. So actually, just to kind of look at this real quick. So this is Sacred World. All they make is a board game. Or not board game, a card game. Now, Free Realm's not a card game, but it's a completely different beast here. They're making physical cards. Now, this looks very Free Realms-ish. So maybe this card game is inspired from something like Free Realms. Maybe these people were fans. So Explore Avalon. So this is like, it's a spiritual card game. It's got nothing to do with Free Realms at all. It seems like it's powering teens through play. So they definitely have an audience that is kind of like Free Realms to an extent, and they want people to play this card game. It's a very spiritual card game, and they've even got like I'm sure this, like, some of the footage they've got, and it's also, there's a Kickstarter of it. So my thoughts on them being the devs. So here's this. Founder and creator of Sacred Worlds. Looks very spiritual. There's also a couple of other people, like this is the entire team, content development, creative writer for the card game, creative designer and animator. So what I think this company is doing is they are doing kind of what Magic did, where Magic the Gathering has their physical card game, but they also have their online card game. So this guy Warwick Fitzgerald, which is brought up on the Reddit, is a software engine, is director investor, software engineer for online game. So the online game that they're doing is their card game. It's not Free Realms because they don't own that. As far as I know, they don't. And they started in 2022. Like they started probably right around when probably when Free Realms was getting a lot of attention, but the thing is they're not working on Free Realms. They're not. They're working on a card game. That's all they're doing. Now, one person, we'll keep going here, but Warwick is brought up, but the reason he's brought up is because they're looking at this team, they're like, oh, he's the only guy that could be making Free Realms happen. Which is not the case. But I digress. Let's kind of go in. Let's go. We'll skip all that, but we're going to keep going through all the comments here. And someone goes, well, I found there. So this entire comment section is just like a whole mystery, dude. Someone's just uncovering a mystery. Well, I found their Instagram. They're real people, but they look heavily like a new startup. They don't even have 100 followers. And what they're selling is a card game. I found them on Insta. I don't know. I hope something good comes out of it. Yeah, all they're making is a card game. They're not making Free Realms like do their team. I think their team is smaller than the team Mayhem has, or maybe a little bigger. But the thing is, like, it takes more than a few people to make this kind of game a reality, you know? I think, like, the reality is, like, Free Realms Sunrise will never happen because of the way it's operated and the way it's working, and, you know, it's just not going to happen. I think someone did this whole thing just to get a rise out of people and to, like, spark interest in the game again, which clearly it has happened. I'm making a whole video on it, but and then this one is probably the biggest comment because it goes over a lot. From the minimal research I've done, as of 6:35 p.m. EST, April 9th, 2024, he did some research. Is listed as Fabled Realms, and the team behind it seems to have very little actual information. They have a website, which, again, they are not the devs. I don't know why we're assuming, because now it's changed the packet logs. Dude, it's just really funny, like, a lot of people are believing this. I mean, even if I saw that, I wouldn't have believed it because of what we know about Free Realms and how it works. Like, which seems to be selling a spiritual card game of sorts, but I find no information of them branching out into game development besides a man in their Meet the Team tab, credited as software engineer for online game, who goes by the name of Warwick Fitzgerald. So here's the thing. It seems impossible for, I mean, they are making an online game, but it's a card game. It's not Free Realms. My point is, it's very impossible for card game makers to just go straight into game development. Seems very out of the space that they're working in. What they are doing, though, is they are going to make their card game online, which I don't see that being a problem. I mean, I'm blanking. Wyrox literally brought the Free Realms card game into a digital version with just card art that is available. Like, it was in files like that. I don't think it's impossible to make an online card game. What is impossible is to make an MMO and have it stay up for a good amount of time and to get it running. There is a lot of factors that goes into the Free Realms development, I'm sure. I don't think the team that Sacred World has could even fathom doing that. Now, I'm sure in the next few days or so, Sacred World is probably going to come out with a statement or something, being like, hey, we're not making this. They're probably going to clear it up or something, or if they care. They probably don't. I'm sure someone could get in contact with them and figure out what's going on, right? And then comment goes on to say, now I've looked, these people do exist, but I'm having trouble actually connecting them to the Sacred Worlds project, as none of them but the founder seems to say anything about it on their various social medias. Even if they are related to the project, the word blockchain appears 7 times on the page, over 8 sentences filling 2 of their bios. So knowing this, I'm skeptical if this company even exists in the way it says it does. But if it does, I don't have trust in them delivering good Free Realms experience, and that is assuming this is the same Sacred World. So I think it's just a whole joke. Again, it's literally just something that someone thought would be funny to do, and there's more proof in the comments as well. But I don't know what blockchain is. I'm pretty sure it's crypto or whatever, but that's where I was like, okay, this is getting a little weird, you know, but I do think the company is real. I just think they're doing something else. They're not doing what people think they're doing. They're not making Free Realms. No, here's the thing. An official Free Realms will never happen unless Daybreak decides to do it, because they have everything. They have the files locked away on some server somewhere. You know, that's the only way it's going to happen. And that will be probably the worst version of Free Realms we'd have. We'd have a Free Realms that is developed by a company that does not have a good track record of keeping their games alive. So, yeah, it's kind of like, here's the thing. Since this was a joke, it's just safe to assume that Free Realms is never coming back. So, for those who have hope in Free Realms Sunrise, like, I hate to say it, but that hope is gone. I had hope, too, at one point, and, well, we're in dark times. So, but let's keep going here. It's almost certainly just a troll, ignoring the extremely odd nature of the whole thing. The name was temporarily changed to Paid Realms Sundown a few hours ago, play on the fan reboot project Free Realms Sunrise. There was also a user on a couple of Free Realms Discord servers, likely the same one person who created the Steam listing, making dubious and suspicious claims about it, and someone asked what were the claims. So here's where I'm just like, okay, this is a practical joke. Someone did a late April Fool's prank, and it's out of season. It's, you know, the guy saying, hey, is this an out of season April Fool's joke? Which it is. So someone's a little late to the party, but you know, it probably took them a bit to make that page. Get in contact with the Fable World, the devs, what are they called? Sacred Worlds devs, and they were like, hey, can I use your name on some practical joke? And they were like, yeah, sure, why not? You know, we're big fans of blockchain and crypto. Get into it. So yeah, it's a whole thing. It's a whole joke. It's a practical joke, and if you don't believe that's a practical joke, well, I'm here to tell you it is. It's 100% a practical joke, and people believing it they might be in on the joke. But yeah, so it's literally just, it's a practical joke. I'm gonna look at the page here in a second, but the fact that there's a user on a couple of Free Realms Discord servers making dubious and suspicious claims about it makes it seem like, okay, so this is the person that's actually done it. I wonder if, you know, for some reason, it is probably someone on the OSFR team, because the OSFR team hates the Free Realms Sunrise team. They do. It's just a known fact. All right? It's a known fact. It doesn't make any sense to me, but yeah. And then the system requirements are weird. A minimum OS of Windows 11, which you can tell I don't have that, but no processor or graphics. Someone's like, I would go nuts. I would go nuts over this project. God, I definitely need answers, because this came out of nowhere. It says Fable Realms right now. So, again, it came out of nowhere. Like, this is why it's a joke, because it came out of nowhere. You would have thought, oh, there would be an announcement of sorts from Free Realms Sunrise saying, hey guys, we're selling the project on, we're giving the project away to some developers, and they're gonna make it work on Steam. Come on, dude. It's not real. Now we're gonna close Reddit here, but this is this is it. Wow. You know, never a day in my mind would I think, oh, we're gonna see Free Realms on Steam at some point. Yeah, no, definitely not. It's funny, like, I'm pretty sure Daybreak is gonna take this down. More or less, because of the screenshots, but this is not gonna stay up that long. Oh man, yeah, it's not gonna stay up that long. So yeah, the developer and publisher are Packet Logs. Dude, holy. And then they changed it to Fable Realms. It did say Free Realms at one point, which is just funny to me. Oh man, it's like, I'm pretty sure that font, I can pull that up. Hold on, Canva. Let's look at this real quick. Hold on. Yeah. Whatever. Where is it? I need something. You know, that'll work. So we're gonna remove this. We're gonna. This is, you guys get to see firsthand how I make my thumbnails here. It literally uses the Free Realms Demi Bold font. Yeah, it literally, like, if I were to change this to an F, yeah, it literally uses the Free Realms Demi Bold font. 100%. We can open the image in a new tab. Enhance. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, look at that, dude. I mean, it's literally using the Free Realms Demi Bold font. So, like, I mean, that's not, like, it's not too hard to figure out. But the thing is, like, you know, it says Fabled Realms. Fabled Realms is an MMORPG set in a world called Sacred Grove. Ah, this feels like a fever dream. It's a pipe dream. Never gonna happen. Like, Sacred Grove, that's the giveaway. You couldn't, come on, man. Make it a better practical joke. You couldn't go, like, you couldn't say Fabled Realms is an MMORPG set in a or do this. Fabled Realms is a social MMO set in a world called Sabled Grove. Like, oh man. And also, kind of like, to go off of that, let's go back to the Reddit real quick, because the I think, hold on, before we keep going into this, look at the dev. Sacred World, Sacred Grove. That is the reason that developer got picked, because it had sacred in the name. Really creative prankster, dude. Real creative. Now, it says coming soon. Ooh, wowee. Yeah, this is very, very creative for a practical joke. This is someone who's mastered game development, you know? Like, this is a meme, and there's actually an about. And hold on, now we need to look this up. I want to look up the, hold on. Yeah, look at the, can we look at this? Sorry about that. Okay, so let's read the about for Steam. We're just comparing things here. Fabled Realms is a massively multiplayer online role-playing game set in a fantasy world known as the Sacred Grove. It is mainly targeted towards families and younger players. Free Realms was a massively multiplayer online role-playing game developed by Sony Online, set in a Dude, it's literally the same description. It's literally the same description. Set in a fantasy-themed world called Sacred Grove. Set in a fantasy world known as the Sacred Grove. They changed some worlds. They changed some. I can't speak. They changed some words around, but it is the same description, basically. Yeah, it's, dude. They didn't even. They didn't even try, dude. Oh man. Unlike most games of its type, combat is not the focus of the gameplay in this game. Players can choose their roles, explore dungeons, and fight enemies, but they can also engage in many other activities, which include cooking, pet training, race car driving, card trading, virtual house customization, and others. Socializing between players is also an important aspect of the game. Players can set up profile pages, send links, and chat with each other. Wow. And then, of course, you've got the minimum recommended, which, I mean, these shouldn't be the same. The minimum and recommended should differ, but it says any version 9.0. 6 gig. Dude, the person who did this, it didn't even try to make it a good, like, real page. Like, yeah, this probably comes from OSFR. I'm assuming it's from OSFR because, like, dude, it's a shot at Free Realm Sunrise. Like, who else is gonna put up this page? someone who cares enough about Free Realm Sunrise and's like, I want my game back. I want it now. Like, dude, it's super funny that like it's super funny that I don't know, just that like they took from the wiki. They're using the same font, which is Free Realm's Demibold, which isn't the font the original Free Realms used. Someone opened Canva and just typed this. And the reason, hold on, we'll go back to Canva here because I want to show you guys this, right? We'll go back to this. So let me show you something, because it's very important that you understand that like anyone could have done this. We could grab that image. Here, I'm going to do this just to show you guys how easy this is. We're going to save that image. We're going to upload it. I'm going to recreate this. I'm going to show you guys how easy it is. So here's the actual, like, there it is, right? So what we can do here, we can change the font of Free Realm's Demibold, and I have an effect on the text that makes it neon. Turn it all the way down. I mean, you don't even have to have that on, but it would help, you know? You can strictly just turn the neon off, and you could like you could literally just make this in Canva, dude. And then I'm gonna edit the photo just so I can show you guys how easy it is. Oh, it's so funny. Magic Eraser, give me this brush size. So we'll get rid of this. Fabled Realms, and there's no space in between the Fabled and the Realms, which is interesting. Cool. And then we're gonna grab this. I don't know. We'll make it this orange. That's way nah. We'll leave it as is. Oh, we could do this. Yeah, match the font, and then we'll do. And then we'll shrink it down to match the size. There we go. Oh, there's like hold on, there's a dark undertone to it. I didn't even notice that. Is it like shadow? There's like a hold on, no, isn't an out. What is it? A lift? It is a lift. It's not. It's like at 75, I think. All right, we'll close these, but oh, it's darker? Really? Yeah, I don't think yeah, so I mean, that's pretty much like, dude, let's just we'll drag this just to show you guys, like, there is a little bit of a darker. I don't know what they use exactly, but now we'll set that as the background. Hold on, wait, why the yeah, but it's pretty, you guys get my point. Like, it's really just I could recreate this in Canva. That's how funny this is. Someone made this in, like, I don't even know. They probably did make it in they probably did make it in Canva or something, but yeah, it's not that hard to recreate. Although I don't know why everything's so close together. They probably, I don't know what they use, but you get my point. This is a joke. This project is a joke. If you thought it was real, I'm sorry to inform you. Kyle Frames News here. Here to tell you this is fake. This is not real. It's not real at all. If something else comes out about this, I may cover it, but I'm probably not going to. Because it's not real. This is fake. It's not real. It's not real, Framers. Here to inform you that. Sorry to upset you in any way. If you were hoping this was real, it's not. It's not. I have so much proof that it's not real. It's not real. It's not real. Anyways, that's going to be the video for today, but thank you guys for watching. If you did, as always, I appreciate it a ton. I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye. Yo, real quick, Framers, we have some clarity on the person who made some claims about the whole Fabled Realms project. We're gonna dive into it real quick. This imperfect axiom says first that they have inside. So the person asking what were the claims First, that they have inside info on this being legit, and that it's an official release by Daybreak alongside another company. So that's not true. I highly doubt that Daybreak is bringing this back. If it was Daybreak publishing it, it would be under, dude. Do we have to go over this again? Like, do we have to? Let me just look at this. Developer. The developer, whoever they're developing it under, it would say the developer. The publisher would say Daybreak Games. It does not say that. It says packet logs. It's not real. It's not. Second, that they are one of a handful of playtesters that got secret early access, in which, dude, whoever believes that is out of their minds. And finally, later in a different server, they posted a fake troll video of them opening the game and playing some Family Guy clip. Sounds like Styles got really bored and wanted some drama. Dude. Has to be, like, this is so silly. Like, oh, dude, some people just want to watch the world burn, you know, and it's true. It's true. But yeah, no, this is not real. It's not, dude. It just isn't. Like, if you believe this is real, you're silly. Because Daybreak hasn't said anything about this. They would, dude, the game being, here's the thing, the only way Daybreak would bring this back if they saw it as profitable and they saw interest in it. I don't know what Daybreak's doing at the moment. All I know is they're working on Magic the Gathering card game. That's all I know they're doing. Oh man, and yeah, it just the fact that like inside info and there are a handful of playtesters. Come on, dude. Like, you've got to be gullible to believe this stuff. Like, yeah, it's not real. It's not real. This is probably all we're going to get on it. This is the last bit of info, which clearly shows that someone is literally playing a practical joke on everyone. It's not a seasoned April Fool's joke, albeit, but it exists. This is silly. So, anyway, that's all. See ya.